Hey team, how we doing? So today is a shorter video. I'm going to give you almost a scope into how the business is doing at the moment. I know tomorrow we're going to go over not the financial statements, but the following week of July. But what we're going to go into today is my 10-day marathon of how I'm going to catch up to my monthly goal. So before we get into it, please like and subscribe to the video. That would be a huge help to the channel. But it is July 21st. 2025. Now, if you've been following along for the month for the goal is $25,000 in revenue. I went on a vacation for 4 days, and 2 weeks ago we only worked for 2 days. It was a struggle to even get the amount to get to $25,000. Oh, for the month, like on pace, it's like $5,500 or $806 a day. And we were on pace, and then I went on that vacation. Even though we did really good, we were down $1,800. And then we were down $2,400 because we just got honestly, we got lazy. We would finish jobs at like 2 or 3. And we were like, I don't want to door knock. We finished the job, let's go home. We'll get leads. And we didn't. We got screwed over. We only did like 4.5. And it added it. So now, in 10 days, we need $11,111 to hit the goal. So we're down, leading into this, almost $3,000. So how are we going to do this? Now, the thing I want you to notice is I refuse to give up. I'm not going to take the excuse of me going for this. It was like a vacation for me, but for this event to mess up this month, I cannot let that happen. And I was on the fence about this letting it happen, and I looked in the mirror and I was like, screw that. Let's get creative. So if I do not make this amount and hit my monthly goal, I decided I will be running and punishing myself by running a marathon. I haven't run more than 4 miles, and I can't even remember how long. I did track in college, but I did sprinting, so a marathon's sounds like hell. And if I do break it, I'm going to go to B-dubs with my boys. So obviously, one's much worse than the other, and that is my accountability. I cannot fail now, because I know I made a promise to myself. If I fail, I have to do that. So maybe you can try something like that in your business. And maybe it doesn't have to be that extreme, but if it looks tough, don't just give up, because this has now allowed me to get really creative. I reached out to all the hotels in my area, all the food trucks. I started looking into commercial jobs, and we have a potential commercial jobs. I reached out to my friends. My friends are helping me. I ordered more flyers. We are knocking more doors than ever. And today is the 21st. This is the first day of this 10-day marathon. We're going to have to crank me engage. And we have to do either, if we work every single day, $1,111 a day. Preferably is option B, where I would like to at least take Sunday off so I can go to church. And that would be, either way, I'd probably go to church. We just work really late. Hopefully we have a cushion, but we need to make $1,234 and change. And then if we don't take a single day off, or if we want to take Saturday and Sunday off, it's $1,388, I believe, and some change. So we have so today, it's the first day. I'm going to go into some more tomorrow, but we made $1,280. So on pace for this, even better for this. We have a little, I think it's a $44 donut cushion for tomorrow, and we're just going to keep going. We have a lot of stuff happening. I have a lot of events and meetings and Zoom calls happening 5 p.m., so the days can't get long. But today, for example, compared to what's different now, is we did a job, and I took a little advice from myself in the last video where I was talking about how Chris Johnson gets these $2,000 jobs, and we got there, and I basically offered them everything that I saw that could be helpful, and we got a $300 upsell. So we did the job for $980, and then we went to our 2 p.m. quote, and we sold it for $820, but the problem was they wanted it done in September. So we're like, crap. And usually at that point, last week, we would have been like, cool. We made revenue, we sold the job, and we would go home at 2:30. Today we're like, absolutely not. We need to hit the rev goal. So we door knocked. Funny enough, the very first house I had knocked on, this lady came out and she was like, oh, you know what? I do have some trouble spots with my gutters. And I was like, let me take a look at them. And there was this little plant poking out. Upsold back patio, and it was a $300 job. And we made it to $1,280. So we're gonna hold out. This is gonna be really taxing. Today we took our first lunch break. Me and Gage don't usually stop in the day, but we took our first lunch break, and we are now, so far we're on pace. We had a little cushion, which is huge. So this video is, one, I want you to see where we're going, and that I've got a little bit of stress on myself, but if you have a goal in your business, there's a way to do it. Because if I was just lazy and just sat down, the reason why I am doing this challenge is because this is doable. All I have to do is do 2 jobs a day. My average job is like a $550 to $600 job. Would get me to this, especially if I do Saturday, then I'll definitely hit the goal. So in my head, I'm like, if it's not like pushing too hard. Yes, I need to work harder, but I need to do what I should have been doing. I need to work all the hours of the day. I can't just give up early. The other thing is that would really eat me is that last week. Knowing that last week I didn't try that hard, and to fail at the end would really beat me up. Like I can't live with myself if I like really slacked off for a whole week and it screwed me over. And we gotta just make up for it now. We can't dwell on it, but we can definitely change it now. And the grind that we're going at now is what I want to hold through August and September. And if we can actually do that, maybe not work Saturdays. I would love to have, weekends. This is a special case, but I remember going kind of off track, but my coach texted me, and he was like, one of my coaches texted me, and he was like, we were talking about monthly goal. He's like, yeah, but you went to the event. I was like, that's not an excuse. I'm gonna get creative. And he was like, hell yeah, dude. So commercial jobs. I had another service. We had a solar panel cleaning. I have 2 solar panel cleaning quotes, and you charge them as much as windows for these solar panel cleanings, and they're really not that hard. It's a little tricky to get up there, but we're just keep adding and adding and adding services. Everything exterior we do, everything. And we're getting creative, and that's what I want you to think about is if you're getting stuck, you can't think, I can't have that, or it can't happen. You gotta think, how can I make that happen? How can you make it happen? And this wasn't me alone. Like, I had my friends and my family really push me on this. Like, I thought of the whole punishment thing, and like, I can do this on my own, but like, up until yesterday, I didn't believe I could do this. Like, I was like, I'm gonna run this marathon. 11,000 in 10 days is insane. And with like the support, I'm surrounding myself with better people now. I can really be like, I can really do this. And so yeah, I'm gonna keep you posted. But yeah, just a little bit look into the business. You can see what I'm doing. You kind of see, be creative, hold yourself accountable, push yourself, surround yourself with good people. All lessons taught in this, but I'll keep you posted. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely night.